Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight, I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hello, everyone.
We are excited to finally be playing Asteroids Recharged, a game I've been planning to stream for several months now. Atari has this line of recharged games, right? Like, they've done a bunch of them. I don't know if they are doing any additional ones, but there's more than 10, if I remember correctly. Most of them have local co-op. They're all like basically new sequels or remakes, however you want to think of it. Let's try Classic first. Here we are. Right trigger accelerates, A shoots. And I have to shoot all the asteroids. Tyler, have you ever been hit by an asteroid?
I have not.
I imagine it would be dangerous, perhaps even life-threatening.
I would think so too.
So it's a good thing this game lets us blast all those pesky asteroids so they can't hurt anybody. That's the idea. Nice, no time for games approves of the game. Oh, I want that power up, or whatever it is. Come here, Mr. Thing. Oh, I shot it and it blew up. Maybe it was a bomb or something. I don't have to press A rapidly, I can just hold it. Do you have a favorite classic Atari game, Tyler?
No. Did they make Space Invaders?
Ah! No, that is Taito. Now owned by Square Enix.
I don't think so then.
Wow. You didn't have an Atari console when you were a kid?
No, I'm not that old.
You know, people just got an achievement, by the way. 50 gamer score, baby. The Atari, the early version of the Atari 2600, which is called the Atari Video Computer System, I think that came out in like 1979 or something. So I was technically alive, but it's like people were still getting Atari 2600s into the late 80s. You know, like Atari kept that thing going for a really long time. They would just revise the hardware a little to make it less ugly. Because that early one, in my opinion, is quite ugly. You know, the fake wood panels and whatnot. Ah! Don't blow me up.
Oh yeah, I do know that one. It is it is kind of very retro, but I mean that was the look back then.
Yeah, I mean, some people appreciate that look. I've just always thought it was clunky looking, even when I was a kid. Woo! I'm getting all kinds of... Oh, I blew up finally. Dang it, Paul. Yo, Tech Guy, we're glad you made it. Yes, there is local 2-player for this, Icky. Somebody looked away from the screen when we were at the title screen. That's what I think happened. Tyler, weren't you just saying that Icky's really been slacking lately?
No, Icky's awesome.
Oh, okay, good. I was thinking of someone else.
Someone's been slacking, probably, yeah.
Heck, even I've been slacking more than I should have. You know, I still haven't published my best games of 2025 article. It's almost
late for that.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to try to do it on MLK Day.
Okay.
But I've just been extremely lazy. I mean, in part, I've been really addicted to Hades and Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. I mean, that didn't do anything good for my productivity. Well, I'm getting all kinds of achievements here. But I've just had kind of a lack of drive for creative endeavors, I'm afraid. You know, like I also... Oh, go on.
It's not usually financially worthwhile.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, I do get a little money for doing stuff for Co-Optimus, but I guess, I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like I don't have enough personal time this year, and so I've just been... It's hard to dedicate that time to doing another kind of work when I'm not at work. Mm-hmm. So, I've got to work on that. But here's the thing, the other guys wrote their best of things, all but one of them.
Uh-huh.
So I gotta publish that. I can't just make them write it and not do anything with it. Ah, I died again.
You made them write it?
Well, yeah, because we all pick our 2 favorite games. You don't remember the article from last year, or the previous year, you know?
No, I don't.
Oh. I picked, what did I pick? Dragon Quest III HD 2D and Earth Defense Force 6 were my games of the year for 2024. Mm-hmm. And this year, not to spoil anything, but it's going to be Turtles Splintered Fate and Ball X Pit. Now, if it didn't have to be games released in 2025, it would actually be Hades instead of Ball X Pit. But it does have to be games released in 2025, and I haven't played Hades 2 yet, so I cannot nominate it.
Right.
Them's the breaks.
That's how it goes.
Yep. And Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 would be one that I would consider, except that's... I mean, I need a single-player one, right? And Ball X Pit is the single-player one. Like, I'm already going to do Turtles for the co-op one. Man, things are getting hectic over here. Welcome, Aura Bacon! How'd you find the stream? Are you one of my real-life students? Some of them have been threatening to poke their noses around. Ah! Dude, there's too much stuff on the screen. What am I going to do, Tyler?
Shoot it.
This is going to be just like that movie Armageddon. You know,
Fantastic.
Do you consider it fantastic?
No.
I think it's pretty decent for a movie that is extremely far-fetched.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Well, I think Ben Affleck puts a flower on Liv Tyler's tiny flat stomach. That's what I remember from it. He's like, "I love you," and it's playing Aerosmith music because she's Steven Tyler's daughter.
That's right.
And maybe they go into space or something, but there's definitely a big bad asteroid.
That is correct.
And Dark Six won't be pleased with me for saying this, but pretty sure that Bruce Willis dies in that movie.
No.
I'm afraid so. In that movie from 1999, which I saw in the theater.
Yes.
Oh, Bacon of War, welcome! I'm so glad you're here, Bacon. I'm glad... I mean, somebody's got to bring home the bacon, so it might as well be you, am I right? What do you think of the looks of this game, Tyler?
It's pretty ugly.
Ugly, really? You don't think it's a...
It looks fine for Asteroids, I guess. That's probably the best looking Asteroid game ever. But
yeah, I mean...
Not saying much.
I don't mind the color palette, but I do think the Asteroids themselves, I kind of wish they looked more old school Vectory. Because they look more like a Flash cartoon to me, you know,
They
like
do
the...
kind of, but I mean, I don't mind that.
I blew up again. Ooh, Forza Horizon 6 gameplay coming next week, set in Japan. That is exciting. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dark Six, but you know, he's senile or something now, so at least he got to die heroically saving the Earth from an asteroid, as I understand it. I am not good at moving around in asteroids, you know, like, because you're basically a mobile turret,
Yeah, it's
right?
hard. Yeah.
So it's just easier to stay in one place.
I've always been bad at it, for sure.
You don't remember if you got the achievements in the Windows Phone game?
I do not.
Oh. Man, Tyler, back in the day, when you were on Windows Phone and I was on Windows Phone, it's like we were two halves of the same pie, man.
That's right.
We were just practically
Getting
the
those
same.
50 achievement games done.
Oh my gosh, the 50 achievement free ones. Hey, look, the colors turn black and white now. That's wild. Ooh, Gears E-Day. That's a game that I'm mildly looking forward to as well, although they definitely waited too many years between entries.
Yeah.
But this time, isn't E-Day coming to PlayStation also? I
don't know.
I mean, you would think. Yeah, Windows Phone was so cool right at first.
Yeah, it was.
Until it became clear that Microsoft wasn't really going to put their back into it.
Yeah, I didn't care about it at all.
Yep. Then it got depressing. It's like, why am I even still supporting this?
Yep.
And you pull one out in public and the girls would just laugh at you. That never felt good, did it, Tyler?
No, it didn't.
But yeah, this is pretty fun. I wonder if there's any more achievements I can actually work towards in the run that I'm currently in. But look, the colors turn red. I like that it changes to all these different palettes as you survive for longer. That's a good touch. The music's by Megan McDuffie, and like, she's a good voice actor and singer, but I mean, like, this is not bad music at all, but I would say out of the two Recharged games that I've played, the music was nothing special in either one of them. So it's like,
see.
putting her name on there is cool because people just like her, but I don't know if you can count her for a quality retro soundtrack.
Yeah, I have no idea who she is.
Yeah, it is definitely never going to happen, Dark 6. I don't think anyone will challenge Android and iOS again. Do you, Tyler?
No.
If Microsoft couldn't handle it, that's just the end of it.
Yeah.
But man, those guys at Microsoft, they just, they don't know what they're doing when it comes to video games and stuff like that lately.
Yeah. No,
Ah,
definitely not.
but tell me, my friend, what have you been up to this week? Ow! I got shot.
Not much. It was a busy week at work.
Because of school starting back up?
Yeah. And there's like, I had to serve on some hiring committees and stuff.
Wow.
A lot of meetings and things.
Okay, well, tell us about that. Did you hire anyone?
Well, I wasn't like the hiring manager or anything. I just listened to interviews and scored the questions and gave it to the person who's in charge of all that stuff. So that's up to them.
Did anyone get a really good score?
A few people did, yeah.
Nice. Any girls?
Yeah. Sure.
You don't sound very convinced. Oh, that was a big asteroid.
Yes. Yes, they were women.
Okay. Were there any people who were not white, I wonder?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there were any non-white people in Utah.
There are a few.
Oh. That's good.
It is good.
So that kept you pretty busy at work. Is it boring to be on
Yes,
that kind of
indeed.
committee, or is it cool?
It was pretty boring this time. Sometimes it can be more cool, but these ones were pretty boring, honestly.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Ah. Yo, BXTino here, we're glad you made it. GeForce Now is coming to the Amazon Fire Sticks. Tech Guy, tell us what that entails. Isn't GeForce like you stream computer games or something? I actually don't remember. I've heard of it.
I don't know what it is either.
Wasn't there a Disney movie called GeForce about like guinea pigs that were spies? I think
I
they
don't
were
think it was
guinea
a Disney
pigs.
movie, but that does sound familiar.
Yeah, some kind of animated, 3D animated movie. From the director of Chicken Little, that kind of thing. Somebody can look up if that's from Disney or not. I would love to lord it over Tyler.
Sorry, I cut out for a second. What did you say?
I asked the audience to look it up, because if I'm right, I want to lord it over you.
Oh, well, I said there was, but I don't think it's Disney.
Well, let's find out. Speaking of which, though, how is Lord?
Lord is doing good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You guys team up for any movies this week?
No, I don't think we watched any movies.
Oh, it's a shame. Neither did we, actually.
We watched some Brain Game.
Oh yeah, that show you
It's
like?
cool. Yeah.
Remind me what service it's on?
Disney.
Disney, got it. We watched only one show this week. Well, actually, not only one show. We watched one episode of an anime we're into, and one episode of the latest Kamen Rider show, which is, debuts free on YouTube. But we watched all of a show on HBO Max, all of an 8-episode series, Tyler.
Nice. What was it?
It was It, Welcome to Derry.
Oh,
Have you heard of it?
I have.
It's a TV show of It, all right.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it was actually really good. I mean, it was like as good, virtually as good as the first movie. I've never seen the second movie. I really need to watch it. But like, I mean, movie quality with effects and writing and directing, acting, it's just like a long It story, a fresh long It story set in the 1950s or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's 27 years prior to the events of the movie. The movies,
Gotcha.
I should say. Well, the first movie, whatever. Yeah, and it's about a different group of kids. And, there's Pennywise, but there's also a military base, a local military base, which I don't think plays a role in the original It story. But there's military characters and a military plot, you know, so it's like there's the kids plot and the military plot, and they both develop over the course of the series. Finally died. Yes, Tech Guy, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, no spoilers. But, I mean, that's the basic premise of the show. Back? You think I should have done better, Tyler? Was I not good enough?
That seemed good.
Oh, well, thank you. Lasted a decent while. That was classic, right? Now let's try recharge and see if it's any fancier. Do you like it? Have you seen any form of it?
No, I haven't.
That's too bad, Tyler, and it's because you're not big on horror, right?
I'm not.
Well, do you know, Brandy doesn't like horror, but Brandy likes it. Why do you suppose that is?
I don't know. Good
Well,
question.
oh, hey, look, I got a... Ooh, spread. That's awesome. Is it unlimited, or does it wear out over time? I bet it wears out over time, because there's like a bar moving around the edge of the screen. Well, I would say, just, if she ever gave something a chance and it was high quality, then she ended up liking it. So, she gave the original It a chance when she was younger, and it's always been good, you know, that's why people like it. And so, therefore, she gave the new show a chance, and she really liked it as well. Like, there was one night that we were supposed to play Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 with Low Sweet, but she just wanted to keep watching it, so that's what we did. Poor Low Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Poor little sweet, yeah. That guy asked if you watched the new Star Trek series, Starfleet Academy.
Well, we did watch the first episode just before the stream, and that's actually why I didn't have time to set up the key light. Explosive Bullets. Have you heard anything about it? I think there's like 2 episodes available.
No, I have no idea what it is.
Incorrect. Well, it's part of New Trek, as people call it, which is like Star Trek Discovery, Strange New Worlds, you know, and this now. But it is set in the far future of Discovery, which I don't love because I don't care about Discovery at all. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know, the year 3100 or something, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And it is... Starfleet Academy has shut down because there is some stupid event called the Burn, where I guess, like, the Federation took a big hit and a bunch of ships and things were destroyed, I guess. Wolfblade could tell us more about that. Man. Go Dark 6! Anyway, I'm going to try that one more time. Then we'll try a different mode. So it's like 100 years after that, they have just recommissioned Starfleet Academy in San Francisco on Earth. And Starfleet Academy also has its own ship, because they're like, we can't do a show just set in one place. We have to have a ship. You know, which even Deep Space Nine did eventually, Tyler. They got the Defiant in, like, Season 4 of Deep Space Nine.
Uh-huh.
This one, they're just starting out with a ship right off the bat in the very first episode. And the ship is called the USS Athena. Which is not a bad name. I don't mind that name. What do you think?
That's a nice name.
Because Athena's a pretty cool goddess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ship's design, it actually, the nacelles look like wings, you know? Like, maybe it's a little on the nose or something, but I also don't mind the design. I think it's fairly attractive in its own way.
Excellent.
And, yeah, anyway, there's, you know, you have this new group of cadets, and one of them is, the season-long arc is going to be that he's looking for his missing mom. And there's a Klingon cadet, and there's one who is a girl who is a holographic life form, like the Doctor from Voyager. Did you ever see Voyager?
No.
I didn't think so. Well, Voyager was basically just okay, but I still like it. Like, it was on the right side of okay, where you don't usually mind watching it, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, and anyway, so also the Doctor himself is in this show, like the actor Robert Picardo just plays the same character. He looks older. They wrote a little explanation for why he looks older, which is silly. But yeah, he's in it too. He's the official Doctor of Starfleet Academy. So
Oh, I gotcha.
he brings some Star Trek cred to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's I don't know, there's some other characters, you know? and they're all fine. There's a main bad guy played by Paul Giamatti. What do you think of that guy?
I like Paul Giamatti.
I like him too, although he's a bit over the top, you know? Like he's just this jerk space pirate, and somehow he's able to be a big challenge for them. If you don't need your villain to be like a dignified villain, which would be more like Khan or whatever, then I think perhaps this Paul Giamatti guy is charismatic enough to, you know, to be of interest. I don't know. I mean, I need to see more of the show to develop a final opinion, but I will say the first 20 minutes are excruciating. Like the beginning of the beginning of the pilot is so bad. Well, the guy who's looking for his mom, it starts out with him as a kid with his mom, and that part, I just do not care about it. Like, it's not good. And then they have him basically, like, he grows up and he becomes like a kind of a renegade or something, you know, like a delinquent. And I don't care about that part either. So there's just a lot of having to watch these parts and going, oh, this isn't good. And also everything's too dark, which Star Trek should not be. But yeah, everything's super dark all the time. And also blue and orange. Yeah, super dark and blue and orange. That's how you know it was made in the 2020s.
Yeah, for real.
But anyway, once the main kid, the delinquent 21-year-old, who by the way is like really, really cut, like he's been working out, maybe taking some human growth hormone, I don't know. But once he gets onto the Athena, then the show picks up, and the rest of it I enjoyed, which is like 50 minutes because it's a 73-minute pilot.
Oh, long.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is it starts out rough, but it does get better and become fun. And there are dumb parts. There are things I don't like. For instance, the Klingon recruit, the teenage, you know, the 20-ish-year-old Klingon guy. He's doing a voice. He's not speaking his natural black man voice. He is like seems to be imitating Michael Dorn, who played Worf in The Next Generation.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Weird.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm a Klingon. You know, it's like, it's just clearly not his voice. So I don't like that, because usually in Star Trek shows, the Klingons do just speak in their native voices, you know, so it sounds artificial to have them not speaking that way. Anyway.
Oh, that seems weird.
Oh no! Okay, Dark Six. Icky will get you a replacement code. Icky, will you give him a few things to choose from that are not beat-em-ups? Dang it. I hate when that happens. Okay, well, I've beaten that one.
For what game was it for?
It was for Monster Den, which is like a kind of a retro computer RPG of sorts.
Oh.
Yes, also he's a peaceful Klingon, and it's kind of silly the way that gets expressed by him and by the characters reacting to him. So I don't like him very much. I would say he's a weak point early on. And on the Athena, there's all the grown-ups are the bridge crew, right? Well, there's a lady with a, you know, she's an alien lady, and she's got like all kinds of little, I don't know, reptilian looking, I don't know, she's orange and has spikes on her face basically. And they use a computer effect on her voice, and it's lame.
Oh.
So I also wish she was just using her regular voice, or that they didn't do so much of an effect on it, because it sounds annoying to me. What am I supposed to be doing? Destroy 100 small asteroids. Okay. I'm doing challenges and not even paying attention. But yeah, you have these individual challenges, so what we're doing here.
Well, you failed.
So those kind of things are annoying, but it's just a fun, propulsive story once the bad guys once things start happening on the ship, I should say.
Sounds interesting. Is it on Paramount?
Yes, it's on Paramount Plus. And I do look forward to watching the next episode. I was prepared not to like it, because there's some Star Trek diehards who do not like it. And like I said, the beginning part is really bad. But I also knew that people say it picks up after that, and they were right, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah. The half Klingon first officer? Yes. She's a Klingon played by a British lady. So she's got a nice British accent. We will rock you. Have 50 asteroids in the level at the same time. How about that, Tyler?
Very good.
Shoot 'em ups are okay, Icky, not a beat 'em up. Any shooter is fine, not a beat 'em up.
Why you need to save all your beat 'em up codes?
Yeah, like if we stream Double Dragon again or something like that, I just want to have those set aside to match the stream. Okay.
Gotcha.
I would like it if there was a button to just go on to the next challenge without having to go back to the menu. But there isn't.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Except for that, it's fine. We're just going to do some challenges for the rest of the evening. Yeah, that's what I think. Well, did you play any games, Tyler?
The only game I've been playing is Core Keeper.
Man, so are you really liking it after all?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's gotten better. It's a little bit hard sometimes, which is kind of nice. But it's pretty cool. It's fun enough to keep my attention and keep me playing.
Right on. And then you'll have that update at the end of the month, presumably.
Sounds like it.
Well, do I need to start playing it, or can I stick with what I'm already playing?
I don't know. Do you like crafting and mining and stuff?
No.
Then I wouldn't play it.
Well, they gave me a copy of it, so I probably should at least try it, right? You think it would be worth streaming? Like, is it interesting to watch, potentially?
No.
No? Too zoomed out, or what?
Not even too zoomed out, but all you're going to be doing is, like, mining blocks and stuff for the most part.
You'd be able to give me all kinds of good advice.
It doesn't give you any guidance. Well, there's a little bit of guidance later on and stuff, but it's just fun to kind of learn by yourself. It's not too complex.
Gotcha. Well, I'll be honest, other than Pigeon Simulator, I don't have a lot of specific games lined up for the future streams.
Gotcha. Pigeon Simulator. Just play that every week.
Why not? You know, we'll talk about it next week, but Pigeon Simulator was actually announced for Steam, and it was like on there for a couple of years or something, and they've actually taken it off of Steam, like coinciding with the Xbox release. It's weird.
Weird.
Yeah, and the original developer shut down. I don't know what that's all about. Dude, I'm supposed to destroy 50 UFOs, but do you see any UFOs on the screen? What am I supposed to be doing?
No, I was wondering what was happening.
Yeah, is this just a really long, poorly thought out challenge or what? Where the heck are the UFOs, man? Dark Six has no guidance at all, but that's the beauty of it, Dark Six. Tyler is a core keeper expert. He keeps his cores close to his chest, so he'll be able to help me out if I do choose to play it. Yay, Dark!
That's right.
Darker player, what'd you have to do to fix it? Does anyone want to look up? No, nobody wants to look up what's going on with this challenge. Like, there's no way this is designed for you to have to wait around seconds for even one UFO to come.
I wouldn't think so, but at least it's easy.
Yeah. I'd be having more fun if it was just like the beginning of the level. Beat up the cursor monster. Sometimes you have to. You can't let people or monsters or things push you around. Just on Friday, Tyler, I yelled at someone whom I thought had been attempting to bully me.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, they got yelled at. And no, it wasn't Brandy. Don't even guess that. But yeah, the yelling seemed to be effective. Yeah, now do I like to raise my voice? No. But what, you know, sometimes people kind of back you into a corner a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
You know what turns me off, Darker Player? Injustice. Not the game Injustice, because that's perfectly sexy, despite the poor character models. Also, feet. I don't find feet very sexy. What's your position on feet, Tyler?
I don't like feet.
Exactly. Isn't Quentin Tarantino a weirdo?
Does he like feet?
Yes, he actually has a foot fetish. It's it makes him a subject of ridicule at times.
Interesting.
Yeah, like in his movies, there will be lingering shots on people's feet and such.
Oh.
Because of his, it's not
Weird.
It's not just hearsay that he has the fetish. He really does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you're not being hacked, Darker Player. We're all over the place here. Yay!
Waiting for those UFOs to show up.
That took way too long, man.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay. Tech Guy, did you do this for money? Was that part of your job as a hairdresser? Like, you had to take care of clients' other needs? Tell the truth. Your cosmetology job. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's interesting. Pedicures. Pedicures are interesting, aren't they? Before you became a cosmetologist, did you know about, like, filing the feet and stuff like that? I mean, did you just learn about that as you started to work on it? Oh, you did know about it? Okay. Because I had never done anything like that, right? I mean, yes, I have, like, massaged a girlfriend's feet or whatever to be nice. But, I mean, like, I didn't know how to do any of that stuff, you know, and I had to go to the podiatrist just last year. And the podiatrist, you know, besides helping me with the cause of my pain, she actually, like, told me to start, you know, putting this medicine on my feet to soften them up and whatnot. And so I had to do that hardcore for like a month, and then they got really soft, and then I laid off, and like I just barely do it now. But I don't know, it was kind of interesting. But it's time consuming. Like when I'm getting ready, when I'm getting out of the shower in the morning, I don't want to spend 5 or 10 minutes messing with my feet, to be honest. That's why I barely do it now. Just too much time. Oh, you worked at a shoe store. Neat. You've had a lot of different jobs, haven't you? So, the deflect does not protect me from the asteroids, does it? That's what I'm getting wrong here. Sorry, guys, I'll do better. I know you come to this stream for serious asteroid destruction, but you want to see the asteroids destroyed, not me, and I can't blame you. I feel much the same way. Alright, I destroyed all the enemies. Now I just have to survive by not running into asteroids. Bathmate? Okay, I'll have to look into that. That's interesting.
Okay, I'm back.
Man, we missed you. Things really slowed down without
Hope I didn't miss a ton of weird foot talk.
Well, Tech Guy started talking about how he did foot stuff as a cosmetologist.
Yeah, blame Tech Guy.
I'm sorry. Oh no. Okay. I just have to survive for a few more seconds, Tyler. He has a bathmate and it's great. I think I do. Hopefully. Woo, we did it! Yeah, no, you're right. No one ever taught me that stuff, so I got into my 40s not knowing to scrub my feet.
You never washed your feet?
No, I washed them, but like scrubbing as in with a pumice stone or something.
Oh.
You don't do that either, do you? Yeah, see, like, nobody taught me to until I went to that podiatrist, and basically I need to do that to avoid developing, you know, corns or whatever they're called, which are extremely annoying when you're standing on your feet, yeah. Moisturizing your soles. Yeah, and that's what I do with that cream that I bought on Amazon for like $12. Anyway. Yeah, well, Tyler, sometimes you have to perform a public service by helping people learn about their health, you know?
Learn about their feet?
Yeah, you want your feet to be healthy, don't you?
Yeah.
There you go. Even if you don't like them. And believe me, I don't like mine. Or any feet, but still. Yeah, you're right. The original Asteroid used vector graphics, which was like basically like pre-polygonal graphics. You know, everything was just lines that were drawn, because a computer can do that. It can draw you some lines. And it looked really good, you know? I mean, for its time, it looked really good. And speaking, you know how I always back things on Kickstarter, Tyler?
I do.
Well, I backed the Vectrix Mini. Have you ever heard of the Vectrix? Probably haven't.
No.
Classic, Tyler. Well, Vectrix was a home video game system with a monitor, like it came with a monitor, and it was vector graphics, and you could get different games with different colored overlays that would change the colors of the lines for that game. And anyway, it's like, you know, a relic of the early 80s, and it always sounded cool. Anyway, so I backed the Vectrix Mini on Kickstarter, which is going to have like 11 games or something like that, you know, and it will be fun. If it has HDMI output, which I can't remember, we'll stream it. Anyway, so look forward to that. I know you don't understand, Tyler, but that's okay. Learning about different games is cool. Think of it like that.
Okay.
That's the whole point of our stream, dang it.
True. Good point.
Do you think... Well, okay, let me tell you about another Kickstarter, though, before we move on to stream talk. I backed a game on Kickstarter called Mayhem Brawler 2. You ever heard of Mayhem Brawler?
I have not.
Well, it's a beat-em-up, and it was available on iArcade, which is what kind of caused me to notice it, but it's also on all the platforms, you know, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. And apparently it's pretty good, although it does not have online multiplayer, which kind of limits its audience a little bit compared to the big ones. But anyway, I backed Mayhem Brawler 2 because I wanted to support them, you know? And especially because they gave me a review code, and they actually really wanted me to review it, and I just didn't review it. My bad. So anyway, I backed it on Kickstarter to give back to them, you know? And in that game, I think in those games you play like a, I don't know, like a werewolf cop or something. It's like, it's weird. It's not just regular old people in Streets of Rage or something. It's not like that. But anyway, I backed the Kickstarter, and like 2 years later, they basically said that they've had to stop working on it because they can't afford to work on it. So it's probably never coming out, and they ripped us off.
Right.
And that makes me angry.
Yeah, that's like...
I think I've only backed like 2 Kickstarters where, and I mean, I've backed more Kickstarters probably than anyone you know, like I probably back about 10 or more a year. But anyway, this is only the like second game or second Kickstarter at all I backed that I think just didn't come to anything, where we just got left high and dry. And
that sucks.
yeah, it makes me especially mad because these people had delivered a game, so therefore they seemed to be trustworthy, you know? Like, you just assume they know what they're doing because they've done it before. So, that really sucks. And basically...
What was it called again?
Mayhem Brawler 2. That's the Kickstarter. And I should have written an article about it at Co-Optimus, because yeah, it was supposed to be co-op. And people have even suggested to them, because they have delivered a demo, so like people who donated enough, like more than I did, had beta access, or like, yeah, beta access is what it is. So like people have played a beta and thought it was fun, and yet they're just going to stop working on the game and not release it. And people have told them, you should do it as an early access game, so at least you can get money coming in and then keep working on it. Like, how do they not think of this? What is wrong with these people?
Yeah.
So, I'm frustrated about that.
Yeah, quite frustrating.
Now, there was another game I backed, which I regret backing. It was a modern Genesis game called Black Soul Reborn or something like that. I forget exactly what it was called. But anyway, I backed that like 5 years ago, and it still hasn't... Black Jewel Reborn, that's what it is. Anyway, that still hasn't come out, but the guy who runs, you know, the developer is still working on it, just at a pathetically slow pace.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, so like every year or so we get updates, and it's like, he really should just button down and finish it and stop adding anything new and just make it a game. You've taken so long. But at least it seems like it probably will eventually come out, you know. But, I mean... when they give you a timeline, they should try to adhere. I mean, like, firstly, they should give themselves some extra time. They shouldn't be like, we will deliver this in 1 year. You know, like, if that's what they think it takes, they should say 1.5 years or 2 years, you know? Like, that way, if you release it early, people are happy with you. But if you run late, people are unhappy with you, right?
Right.
So build some extra time in. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Go BitHunter OG! But even if he had said 2 years, it's still been way more than that. So he is definitely an irresponsible slowpoke, but I still think it's coming. Have you ever backed to Kickstarter?
Yeah, a few things for like that had like limited edition collectibles or something.
Ooh, no games?
No games.
Huh. I think, I don't know, maybe because I get less free games from journalism nowadays, you know, especially because I don't even bother to ask for them because I'm not going to put the time into reviewing it, right? So it would be deceptive to be asking. But anyway, because of that, I think I just like to support, you know, to support them in other ways, such as by backing the Kickstarter. Yeah.
Makes sense.
But now let me tell you about something unrelated to Kickstarters.
Okay.
I was thinking, like, lately I don't feel like playing a million different games like I historically have done. I feel more like sticking with games that I really like until I'm done with them.
Mm-hmm.
But is that kind of streaming incompatible with what we do here at Saturday Game School?
Probably not. I don't think so.
I just don't know. You know, we already stopped requesting prizes for the most part and just streaming and switched to streaming what we felt like. And that has been all right, but I don't know if I want to try like really changing the format much. I'll have to think about it. But if anyone has strong opinions on it, I would love to hear it. You know, should we try to just stream the same game multiple times and stick with them longer, or should we keep doing a different game every week? That's the question for you guys, our audience. Oh, this one's hard. Yeah, that's such a shame, Icky. There are some dishonest ones out there for sure. Destroy 60 large out. I need a power up. Give me a power up. How about that? All right. Ah. Has there been any big gaming news lately?
Not that I can think of. I don't know, I think something got announced, but I don't remember. Wasn't there like some sort of show or something going on? Like a...
There was the Video Game Awards show a few weeks ago.
Wasn't there like an Xbox show?
Was there?
I don't know. I thought so.
I'm not sure. Guys in the tech guy, was there an Xbox show? Let us know. Destroy 15 large UFOs. Those don't look any larger than regular ones. Well, tech guy, we asked if there was recently an Xbox show of some sort, like with announcements. Have you heard of anything like that? Darker Player says keep the format. Well, at least one person gave us their opinion. Tech Guy refuses to, but Darker Player's in our corner. There's one coming up on the 22nd of January, Lyle says. Oh, it is so annoying the way you can't just go on to the next level. And whatever button I push just makes me replay it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also dumb.
Because A should be taking you to the next one. Anyway. Destroy 40 asteroids and UFOs with bomb. Alright. Nintendo has a developer direct on Thursday. Is that what you mean? No time for games? Or is that Xbox developer direct? Probably Xbox. Because Nintendo just calls it Nintendo Direct, don't they? Ah!
I think so.
Don't kill me, asteroids. Destroy them with bombs? How do I do that? Ain't got no bombs. Fable? That would be cool. Yeah, is that ever actually going to come out? I wouldn't mind if
Fable's coming to PlayStation Day 1, they said, or something.
Yeah.
If it ever comes out, like you say.
Another nail in for Xbox console's coffin.
Oh,
but...
yeah.
Whatever. I do not want to have...
don't care.
Yeah, they clearly don't. It's sort of like what happened to Windows Phone, but on a different time scale.
Yeah.
What a shame.
And a lot more people, like, are in the X. Windows Phone never really had any sort of adoption level.
Yeah. Whereas at Xbox in the US, the series consoles have sold like 20 million total or something, but I mean, it's a decent number. Just not where it should be. Hey, look at that. My friends are on the leaderboard. No Time for Games is on this very leaderboard. No Time for Games.
Cool.
I just beat your score by more than double. All right. The gauntlet has been thrown.
Go back to this classic game.
Yeah, why not? It's only $10 too, so like if you like Asteroids,
That's good.
it doesn't hurt to throw down 10. And plus they go on sale for 5 sometimes, right? Which are on PlayStation as well. But look, here's why I keep doing the wrong thing. A is back and B is retry. What sense does that make?
Oh, weird.
A is never back. What is this, Japan?
Exactly. Well, isn't Atari Japanese?
I don't think so.
American company?
They started American, doesn't mean they still are, but I don't think they're Japanese. Somebody look it up for us, will you?
Gotcha.
Okay. Destroy with bombs. Okay, whatever. Get them, bombs. Make it happen. Alright, Lyle agrees it is CUS. Bring back the ColecoVision. I would buy a ColecoVision Mini, you know? I miss the mini consoles. They stopped really making them. I wonder if it's because things got too expensive or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Other than that,
They
Vectrex.
never made a Mini 64. I would have actually bought that one.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's not like the NES and Super NES didn't sell.
Exactly.
Makes no sense. Is it because the controller is so goofy? Is that why they didn't ever remake it?
I was wondering about that. They're like, what are we gonna do about the controller? No one would use this on a modern day thing.
Yeah, I wonder. But if they could have just added support for, general PC USB controllers, because some of the mini consoles do work with other kinds of controllers. Although I guess that goes against Nintendo's grain to do things consumer friendly, things like that are non-proprietary. Right. But yeah, I'm sure the N64 controller wouldn't mind a redemption, like like one that looks the same but is actually high quality parts, or modern quality parts, I should say, where you can't just break the stick so easily. Woo! Yeah, the Mini Genesis did all right. I mean, and they did a second one too, so. Well. I read a book this week, Tyler, a Japanese book called The Tatami Galaxy. And it's...
Never heard of it.
Well, in Japan they have a thing called a tatami mat. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Well, I don't know the exact details because I forget them. Not like I haven't ever been told. But a tatami mat is one exact fixed size, and people actually measure rooms and things by how many tatami mats they are large. So, just an example of how Japan has kind of a rigid culture in some ways. Like, it's not a bad thing or anything, though. But anyway, this book, I knew it had some kind of time travel element to it. Although, at least that's what I had heard, but it was like slightly wrong. But basically, it's about this college student who's like a bit of a screw up, and he joins like the film club at his college. And in Japan, clubs are a big deal throughout school, right? Like, if you want to make any kind of friends, you're probably going to join a club and so on. But anyway, and he's got a friend named Ozu who is like just a total schemer, who's always getting him into trouble and such. But he's a friend. But his friend reminds me a lot of this friend I used to have. Because you ever have a friend whom you kind of dislike, but they're your friend?
Yeah.
I had a friend like that too, and I feel bad because in high school I started kind of picking on him. Like, I would be his friend, but I also would tease him in a way that probably he didn't enjoy. And looking back at it,
Bully.
I mean, I wasn't really a bully because it's not like I would ever threaten him or anything. But yeah, it was just verbal harassment of a sort. I regret it, But anyway, his friend reminds me of that because he does not like this friend But I mean, but his friend likes him. I mean, his friend, he's such a schemer, and he's always getting me into trouble and such. So you can see why he would say I don't like him, because he's a bad influence, and he is. But anyway, there's like 4 big chapters of this book, and at the end of the chapter, the first chapter, he gets together with a girl finally, because he's been like single his whole life, and a bit of a loser and all that. But anyway, then in the next chapter, it just kind of starts over. I mean, like with the exact same wording and everything. And I'm like, what's going on here? But then it starts to be a little different, because he joins a different club instead of the movie club. And so, and it's just, it goes on, and a lot of things are similar. Like, he has the exact same thoughts about certain topics. Because even if you think about it, even if you made a different decision about something, like your opinion on something else is still going to be basically the same usually, right?
Right.
So anyway, what's happening is across these 4 chapters, it's showing what his life would be like if he had joined different clubs, like if he had made different key decisions. And so, I mean, and it's like an alternate universe story more than time travel. Like, somebody had described it as time travel, but I just see it as alternate universe. But like,
right.
I mean, it's really well thought out. Like, something will happen in one of these chapters, in one of these universes, and you don't know why it happened or whatever. But then in the other chapter, you'll discover why it happened. It's like, you see different perspectives because of him being in a different place at a different time and that kind of stuff. So it's interesting how the different chapters weave together, in and out, so to speak. And
Interesting.
Yeah, and in the end, not to be too spoilery, but in the end, he actually enters a Tatami galaxy where he's like stuck traveling from room to room in alternate, like his room, because he lives in a 1-room apartment, which is like 4.5 tatami mats large, whatever that means. But anyway, he gets stuck in this Tatami galaxy, which is it's like from when he steps out of the door, he ends up in a different room of his, like a different alternate universe where he made different decisions. So like in one universe, he's got the movies he made in that film club, and in another universe, he does, he's got something else. It's just, I don't know, it's pretty clever, and so I definitely enjoyed it in the end. It has a sense of humor, like there's plenty of humor, right? But then I discovered also after finishing it, not only is there a sequel, which I hope to read soon, like I hope to buy it when I get paid probably, but there's even there was an anime series, like a 1-season adaptation of it, which is really neat. But here's what's not neat: the Tatami Galaxy Blu-ray, the American Blu-ray, it's been out of production for years, so I may have to pay a pretty penny for it if I wish to watch it, and it's not on any streaming service.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, so I'm a little sad that I discovered it so late, but I did find a website of questionable reputation that still has it for a reasonable enough price. So I'm going to try and see if this website comes through on the order, and if they don't, then I'll just have to turn to eBay and get bent over, so to speak. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to see the show, especially because I love sharing things with Brandy, so I want to share the story with her and see how she likes it, etc.
Gotcha. Huh, sounds interesting.
That wasn't excruciating to hear about?
No.
The eye patch alternative, Bit Hunter says. Yeah, that definitely is an alternative. What makes me less likely to do it the pirate way, besides that I don't like to pirate, so I don't do it very frequently, as you know, Tyler. Not that I don't ever do it, but just I try not to. I try to be supportive of the licenses and all that kind of stuff. But oops, okay, I see what I have to do here. It's just harder to watch stuff like that on my living room television. Like, yes, I can run a cable from my computer to the television, but then actually starting the movie and pausing and things like that is a hassle, because I have to get up and walk 12 feet away, that kind of thing. So anyway, it's a lot more convenient if I can just watch it by putting a disc in or going to one of the streaming apps on my TV.
Right.
Yeah. No, well, that's easy for you to say, Icky, because you probably just watch stuff at your computer where you always sit anyway, right? But I'm talking about being in my living room. It is less convenient, trust me. But yeah, if I can't get it for less than $100, then I probably will just do what you're suggesting. Find a website that has it, you know, a website of less reputable means, perhaps, and just watch it on the Xbox web browser. That's one nice thing about Xbox, that, I mean, it's got Microsoft Edge, right? So you can actually watch a lot of online stuff just on the console.
That's good.
Yes, but not everything, because there is another streaming service, like a legal streaming service called Rakuten TV. From that, have you ever heard of Rakuten? Like they're like an import company. Yeah, exactly. Well, they have their own very minor streaming service where you have to use a web browser and all that. But there's a Japanese movie that is only legally available to watch on their service, and the Xbox browser can't handle it. You know, like it plays the beginning video, like the company video, and then it just won't play the actual movie, unfortunately. So if if I wish to watch that, I will have to connect my computer to the TV and do it the inconvenient way. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But it's a movie that Brandy and her daughter and I would all enjoy, you know, so I do want to see it.
Yeah, sounds... Oh, this is the Japanese movie you're talking about?
Yeah, sorry.
On Rakuten? Oh.
Yeah, not Tatami Galaxy. That's a one-season TV show. And, but speaking of that, I said there was a sequel, right? Which is called, I think it's called Tatami Time Machine or something like that. So the sequel definitely has time in the title, so it probably actually has time travel. But anyways, the sequel book has an anime series as well, a one-season anime series, and that is available on Hulu. So,
that's good.
Yeah, so if we ever actually get to watch the first show, we would have an easy way to watch the second season if I resubscribe to Hulu, because I did have to cancel my subscription when they dishonestly raised the price of it.
Oh.
Do you remember that? How I signed up for a year for $1 a month, and then like after 6 months or so, they just jacked it up to full price for some reason?
You were telling me about that. Somehow you got... Yeah, that's weird.
I do not understand that. That's so weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I probably still have the email where they notified me they were doing it, but why would they do that?
Yeah, that's craziness, yeah.
You're completely right, BitHunter. If you have no other choice because there is no legal option, then obviously just about anybody is going to go the other way, and you can't say that's immoral.
Right.
Like, I'll buy any retro game that they sell on Xbox or Steam or whatever that I want, but if it's not available, then of course, you know, most people are just going to download the ROM, and I see no problem with that.
Yeah, when it's like literally impossible to get somewhere.
Exactly. Because who are you hurting? No one. Whom are you hurting, I should say. Sorry. Heather, why don't we teach the word whom in America?
I don't know. You're the English teacher.
I know, it bugs me. I mean, like, I actually did teach one of my class. I think maybe 2 years of my classes I got to teach it because I had the freedom to pick which grammatical topics we would learn. But yeah, I grew up not learning it, and so even though now I know when whom is appropriate, sometimes I still say the wrong one, right? And like I always go back and correct myself because I know that I'm supposed to say the right one. But anyway,
Gotcha.
Do you know when it should be whom?
Yeah, I don't know like the definition of it, but I know it's like when the object is something or something.
Well, you're close, yeah. Because basically, who, the word that almost everyone uses for both, who is a subject pronoun. We use who when it's the person or thing doing the action, right? But whom is an object pronoun, so it's the person receiving the action. And that's all it is, you know? So it's like mostly pretty clear cut. There's times when I really have to stop and ponder, wait a minute, is this one doing the action, you know? But mostly it's not that bad. It's like he and him. We do all know when to use he and him, which are subject and object pronouns. It works the same way. I find out.
So it's just like, yeah, because like you say, he and him is very easy to know. Like,
because we were taught at a young age, right? And I believe at a young age we are not taught to use whom, so we just don't know. But yeah, I'm a grammar nerd, so I do find that stuff interesting. I'm glad you don't hate it. You've always been a smart guy. That's what I like about you.
Thanks.
Even if you are reportedly less than 5 feet tall.
That's true.
Oh, poor Tyler. You're like, that's what stools are for.
Exactly.
Stand on a stool and you're fine. Alright, we're gonna go for about 5 more minutes, I think, before we wrap things up. Have you had anything else on your mind lately, man?
No, not really.
You just been happy and busy? Is that the truth?
Yeah, life's been pretty good. Pretty busy.
Well, I'm glad to hear that things have been good.
Yeah, could be much worse.
I guess I've been kind of in an in-between state, you know? Like, there are things that continue to make me unhappy, but on the other hand, there's also plenty of things to be happy about, or at least there's plenty of enjoyment to be had during my downtime or whatever, so I can't really complain.
Good.
Yeah. I'm still debating whether I should try to go back to karate or not. You know, like the coughing problem has definitely calmed down some, but I don't know if it's all the way gone yet. But I mean, am I just gonna, even if it does go all the way away, am I gonna end up being too lazy to get back in the saddle? I hope not.
You don't want to cough all over everyone at karate?
Well, it just, yeah, and it's just like, it makes me feel weak. I don't know. It's weird to say this. It's like I'm just giving myself an excuse. But yeah, having coughing fits makes me feel like I am weak, and it's like, it takes some nerve to get up and do physical things when you're not really a physical athletic person.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You ever do anything, I mean, and this is not a form of criticism or anything, but like, do you ever do anything physical, like going out and doing that kind of stuff?
Not really. Not as much as I should, for sure.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm walking a good amount, but that's about it.
Like at work, or do you ever just walk for fun or for the specific exercise of it?
For like the specific exercise of it.
That's not bad. Yeah, I need to be doing that more. I mean, I do actually get plenty of walking at work, because like to make copies or anything, it's a fair journey. It's like a quarter of a mile when you do there and back, you know? So,
oh, interesting.
Yeah, the distances in our school are pretty annoying sometimes. And for that reason, I will often just stay in my room and use my room's printer, even though I have to pay for my own ink.
Oh.
Because I don't want to put the time into journeying abroad. Right. But yeah, I mean,
miles away, yeah.
For over a year, I was decently dedicated, and I was, you know, I was making a little bit of a part of my free time with like playing with weapons and things like that. I need to go back, but I have to get into the mindset of like, you can do this. You're not sickly and weak. So I got to work on that, I guess. Silly problems to have, huh?
Yeah, but it sucks when you're like sick or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, last year was really hard on me. Like, just those periods of being sick for like 3 weeks in a row was exhausting. And using up so many of my sick days, but still having to work on other days because I can't use them all. Blah.
Yeah, for sure.
Got old. You said you didn't watch any movies last week. I think it's been 2 weeks since we watched a movie.
Better get on it.
My friend I'm an Idiot, who's not here tonight, I think he is actually watching... Oh, he's watching one of the Lord of the Rings movies re-releases, because they put all three of them back in some of the theaters, like a Fathom event or something.
Oh, they did?
Yes. And sure, that would be a fine way to watch them. You know, I already saw... I can't remember if I saw only one in the theater or if I saw one and two but didn't see three. For some reason, I didn't see all three in the theater, but... It's hard for me to get excited about seeing a movie in the theater that I can already easily watch at home, that I already have a nice Blu-ray of, you know?
Yeah.
Now, we did go see the original Ninja Turtles movie in the theater last year, I think it was, beginning of last year, because my nephew invited us. If he hadn't invited me, I probably wouldn't have gone, but it was a good experience, and also the existing Blu-ray at that time was crap. And it was a good experience for...
They just did a new Blu-ray for it, huh?
Exactly, yeah, the 4K Blu-ray just came out in November or December. So, this predated that. But I think one reason that people like to see those old movies in the theater is because they like to take their kids and give them that special theatrical experience.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Turtles, I felt good about showing it to stepdaughter. You know, I thought that was really good for her, and she enjoyed it. Okay, I did not like that challenge level. That one was actually really annoying. Might have to watch a video or something if I wanted to get all the achievements and keep at it. Well, shall we wrap things up?
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, we have been playing Asteroids Recharged on Xbox. This is also available on PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. It costs $10. I did do a marathon at home, Icky, but it's not a marathon showing. I think each movie just has its show times and you buy it. Buy tickets to that particular showing. So Ima is not watching all three in a row. He's just watching one of them. But anyway, to continue, this is a $10 game, as are all the Atari Recharge games. This is a faithful remake or sequel of sorts to Asteroids Deluxe, and I have had a lot of fun with it, you know? Like, it's nice that they have all these bite-sized challenges you can play, and then you have the arcade-style score attack modes as well. Plus, two-player local co-op, which would be a lot of fun. And by the way, the first co-op Asteroids game was Asteroids Deluxe on the Atari 7800. That had two-player local co-op, and it was a really good version. And I think you can play that on Atari 50 or whatever it's called, so... Hey, Tyler, thanks for hanging out and being a great co-host as always.
Yep, happy to be here.
Icky, thanks for running the contest and being a swell kind of pal. Thanks to our subscribers, which includes Tyler, Wolfblade, Thyrenia, and many other people. We have a nice number of subscribers right now, which I really appreciate. Thanks to all you guys for keeping the stream going.
Excellent.
Yes, it definitely encourages us to come hang out with you every Saturday. But also thanks to our regular viewers who are pretty cool all on their own. I love every one of them, as a matter of fact. Don't forget, Saturday Game School takes place when, Tyler? When do we take place?
Every Saturday of the year at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Brilliant, Tyler, brilliant. That was exactly right. So we hope you'll watch it and hang out with us whenever you can. We will see you next Saturday. And remember, don't hate, appreciate.
See you guys. That ought to hold the little asteroid shooters.
Brilliant. I do, of course I do.
Brilliant.
I've always loved you guys. Did you say, oh yeah?
Who, me?
Yeah, you, punk.
No, I didn't.
Oh, my bad.
No, I didn't agree that you love them.
You disagree? You're the one who calls them little SOBs.
That's true.
Good night, Tech Guy, Thyrenia, Panda P. Who else? Whom else?
Hit Hunter, No Time for Games.